issue is not getting there.
Wow.
It is about starting. That is what we really, really need to do. You just need to start. If I would ask, I would tell anything, I would say, start. I came from a family where we did not have much. And therefore, you notice that I had to deal with a lot of the narratives that I grew up with, that money is scarce.
Yeah.
The greatest of dreams in matters wealth has a lot to do with you and God as a team.
What if I told you the biggest problem is not your salary? It's the story you've been telling yourself about it. By the end of this episode, I want someone listening to stop blaming their circumstances and know that they can build assets that outlive them. You're listening to Wealthy Minds, where we talk about money and mindset. I am Mothoni Motiga, your host for today, and I'm joined by an amazing guest who is a reverend and also a counseling psychologist. Welcome, Reverend Jen.
Thank you so much for having me here.
How are you today?
I am well. I thank God.
Yes.
And I'm also so delighted to be part of this.
We are happy to have you.
Thank you.
Yes, so tell us a bit about yourself.
As you said, I'm Jane Gitungo. I serve in the Anglican Church. I am a vicar at St. Peter's Karai, that is those sides of Kikuyu. And also, by the grace of God, I am a counseling psychologist and a lecturer, a wife, and a mother to the 3 amazing young men.
Wow.
And I believe in training. I believe that the more we get knowledgeable, the more we make informed decisions in all parts of our existence.
Right.
And money being part of everyday's life. And that is why I'm so excited to come and we learn together.
Thank you. So take us back to your view on money when you were growing up.
Oh, when I was growing up, of course, born and brought up in Africa, and Africa's language is the same.
Yeah.
Money don't grow in trees. And money is scarce.
Yes.
You protect money. And therefore, I grew up in a family where we were struggling a lot, trying to make it through, having a parent who was trying her level best to raise us and make sure that we get everything. And when I say everything, it's not what today kids call everything. These days I hear PS is everything.
Yeah.
And all this kind of stuff. Us, everything was food, shelter, and education. And therefore, anything to do with money had to do with that. And therefore, I grew with a mindset that said that you need to protect money, and money can get lost at any point. And we feared conversations about money because I came from a family where we did not have much. And therefore, fast forward to where I am, you notice that I had to deal with a lot of the narratives that I grew up with, that money is scarce.
Yeah.
You cannot get rich very easily. And a lot of spirituality around money matters.
Right.
So that is the background I came from. And therefore, but along the journey of life, now interacting with people and of course school systems and being a person who is open to knowledge, that has really helped me. Am I saying I'm through with have I really overcome some of the issues that I grew up with? No. It's still a journey. I can say that the bigger part of it probably I have healed, but there are some things I am still navigating.
Wow.
Yes, that is my background.
So how has that background affected the person that you have become?
It has affected me in many ways because the fact that I grew with fear of losing money.
Yes.
Therefore, when it came to investment, I was this person who thinks, overthinks, overstrategizes, and opportunities would come my way.
Yeah.
But because of thinking that suppose I lose my money,
Yeah.
that has really, I feel that the younger self, I missed some opportunities that I should not have missed.
Wow.
Because of fear of that narrative that you need to protect money, you save money, and when you keep that money in the bank, you fear, withdrawing it and investing it in a property, investing it in something that is going to return.
Yeah.
You'd rather go and keep on checking your bank account and see, I have 200,000.
Yes.
Vis-a-vis.
Yeah.
Taking that amount of money
Yeah.
and investing in something that is going to bring returns.
That's right.
So I can say it affected me, and I had to unlearn what I had learned.
Yeah.
Okay? And believing that I don't have to necessarily have a lot of money in my saving account, that I can actually invest in something knowing it's going to bring generational impact in matters wealth. So
Wow.
that is what I can say about money.
Okay. And how did you break free, since I'm speaking for so many of us? How did you break free from that fear?
Associations.
Wow.
You become a sum total of the 2 or 3 people you hang out with a lot.
That's right.
So when you hang out with people who are always talking about scarcity and talking about how several people invested in something and they lost all the money, when you walk with people who are so fearful, subconsciously, you become like them.
Wow.
So what changed? The more I started interacting with successful people, and the more I opened my heart to knowledge.
Wow.
That really, really changed. And also training my mind that I can read.
Wow.
There's power in reading. But association. I started working with people who talk big about money, and in the beginning I would wonder, where do they get money from?
Yeah.
And now the fact that I come from a church setup, and remember, Africa, we are notoriously religious.
Yes.
And one of the religious things that people are taught is that the rich people are evil people.
Yeah.
They must have done something that is not in line with the word of God
To get there.
to get there.
Yeah.
But I associated with people who are spiritual, who are sold to God, yet very rich and very wealthy. I started learning, what do they do different? And that with time started breaking some of these narratives and recreating a new story that it is possible. Am I yet there? I still stand and say, I'm still work in progress.
Yeah.
Learning, unlearning, and relearning.
Wow.
That has really helped me.
Wow. Okay. So what was your first paycheck? And what did it teach you?
Oh, my first paycheck. Oh, goodness. I just remember it like yesterday. You know, every person who come from a poor background, there are those things you always say, once I get paid.
I will do this and that.
Some is as silly as saying that I'll buy a queen cakes.
Yes.
As, to someone else who's wealthy, would think, what on earth is that? But for me, the first, I remember the first paycheck. Those days, I remember it was 25,000.
Wow.
And boy, it sounded to me like $1 million. And I wanted it to remain 25,000. I don't want it to be touched. So that for once I have an account that is really 25,000. And just like many Kenyans or many people who have come from a poor background, the first thing is to satisfy what you never got.
That's true.
That shoe that I've never worn.
That's what I'm gonna wear now.
Yes,
they must know I'm earning something.
That place, that food I've always wanted to
Yes.
eat, it is now. But at the same time, I would say it gave me liberty to know that I'm not asking money from someone.
Yeah.
But I'm actually owning the journey. Of course, there was a lot of spoiling, destroying, or whatever what works best there.
Yeah.
That was how my first paycheck. But of course, it gave me a sense of freedom that I can actually have my own stuff.
Wow. That's amazing. So let's get into poverty mentality and how it's affecting us today. You'll find that people are very well off, but then they are still living as if they are broke. Yeah.
You see, money is not the real problem here when you talk about poverty. The real problem is the story we have told ourselves and the society has taught us. Many people can earn a lot, but they live in fear.
Yeah.
You know? Many save. There are people who, you check their accounts, they save and save. You know?
Yeah, I can relate.
But they never invest. I would rather, you'll see someone who would rather have 2 million in the bank account.
Yeah.
All right? The money that the banks are using, you know, but you're not using the money to invest.
Yeah.
You know? And many pray for prosperity, but they actually are guided by poverty because of fear. And what I would say, even as we talk about poverty, what I've come to know is that before God changes our finances, He changes our mindset.
Wow.
Because as Proverbs says, Proverbs 23 verse 7 says, as a man thinketh,
so is he.
Exactly. If you think you're poor, so are you.
Yeah.
If you think you're ugly, so are you.
So are you.
It doesn't matter if I tell you you're a beautiful girl. If you know and feel that you're ugly,
yeah,
it will never work. So when we talk about this, where did we get this mindset from? Who are our first teachers in matters money when you talk about poverty? Is that unfortunately we never learned from economists.
Yeah.
We never learned from very wealthy people. We learned it from our parents.
Yeah, who also never learned it from the economist.
Our grandparents.
Yeah.
You know, maintained what our parents taught.
Yes.
And then we also learn from the society. We also learn from the church.
Yeah.
From I'm talking about religious issues, and also, and one of our greatest teachers about money was our poverty.
Yes.
And you can only become like your teacher. If your teacher is poverty, the teacher tells you, be like me.
Yeah. Follow me.
Follow me. Be like me. And therefore, what I would say this from a very psychological perspective is that children don't simply learn, okay, how to count money. They absorb the emotions that comes with money.
Wow.
I want you to understand that there is emotions around money. When you hear things like, we are poor, that's an emotion. Rich people are corrupt. You see? Money don't grow on trees. People like us will never own land.
Yeah.
You see, and when we have this, that if you are rich, you must have stolen.
Yeah.
And then as we grow, you notice that years later, even when you earn 300,000, for example, or whatever amount on the higher scale, yes, the money comes, but the mindset have not changed.
Wow.
All right? And you notice that the voice keeps on telling you, you can never afford that. Even when your salary can afford.
Wow.
And therefore, rising from poverty is a journey.
Right.
There are many people who are driving great cars.
Yeah.
They look rich.
Right.
But deep within them, the child in them, the boy, the girl in them, that grew with a lot of poverty, has never actually healed.
Wow.
And therefore, for us to be able to navigate and get out of this, we need to stop using poverty as a teacher.
Wow.
How about we tell ourselves that I can be wealthy? And also, instead of associating with the verses, for those who are religious, instead of only associating with the verses that talks about poverty, you associate with verses that God gives the power to make wealth.
Wow.
You associate with men who are rich, like the father of all faith is Abraham. The guy was very wealthy. How comes we don't associate with those stories? We only associate with stories like, it is very hard for a rich man
to get in the kingdom of heaven.
And when we change our mindset, then we start the journey of wealth.
Wow. So for somebody who is listening, what are the steps, like me, what are the steps that I can take in order to get to a place where I'm not going back to that 8-year-old girl in me who had a bad attitude towards money, but I'm tapping into this abundance? How can I do that as a grown-up? Yeah.
Very good question. The first step is to heal financial trauma. When people talk about trauma, they only think about marriage trauma, parental. No. We also have what we call financial trauma. And there are many people who are carrying wounds from their family about wealth.
Wow.
People who are well educated, people who are able to, have opportunities, but the trauma in them blinds them, and they're not able to take advantage of opportunities. And when we talk about financial trauma, it's you see, it informs us. How do I behave? What are my inner conversations about money? Do I panic?
Wow.
When it comes to money? There are some people, if God has already raised them and blessed them, but they can never go to Java, for example. They can never go to a cafe. They can never go to a nice place and order a cup of coffee. They can only go to Backstreet, even when they have money. Why? Because the trauma says it's very expensive.
It's not for people
like you. That is wasting money. And then there will be this justification. The same coffee I take in Backstreet and in Java is the same. You see? And they would even justify, you will go and use 500 shillings in Java. I'm just using Java I'm not trying to sell Java. I'm just, I'm just using what is common to us. Instead, and you say, instead, it's the same coffee, 500 bob. The one I take for 80 bob. You see? When you have financial trauma, you sabotage opportunities. Because there are opportunities that don't need you to overthink.
Wow.
There are opportunities that needs you to grab them and run. When you have financial trauma, an investment idea comes and the trauma tells you, wait, suppose we are being lied to. Suppose there's a story we do not know. Let us wait. By the time you want to invest, the opportunity is gone. But who messed with? You're the one who sabotaged it. That has to do with the financial trauma that we go through. And some of us fear success.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And we feel very, very guilty when we have money. So the first thing is overcoming the trauma. And trauma is not just about physical abuse. It's sometimes about how you grew up. For example, watching your parents fight because of school fees, that's trauma.
Wow.
Seeing Kenya Power coming and disconnecting. You don't have electricity anymore because, there's no money and therefore you went through as a family public shame.
Yeah.
That's trauma. Watching auctioneers coming and getting everything, the furniture, the everything. Seeing your mother cry because there was no food in the house.
Wow.
Watching your father lose business. That is trauma. And you notice what you went through when you were growing up as trauma. Even when you have finances, it informs you.
It does.
I have to keep this money because of an event that may come my way. And when you talk about all this trauma, you notice that something else that, when you're talking about the steps, there's what we call the savior's complex.
Yes.
That has destroyed many people, the savior's complex, where you feel it is my God-given duty to save everybody in the family. I will stop at everything to make sure all my brothers, all my sisters, all my nieces, everybody is okay. And that is why we call it the savior's complex. Because it's only the savior who can save the whole world. But now you feel, I need to save my family from poverty.
Wow.
There's difference between helping and enabling. All right? It's one thing to help somebody get to school. Of course, when you help someone through college, you're helping them that in the future they'll be financially stable.
Yeah.
But when every time you are paying people's rent, every time you're paying people's bills, you're enabling.
Wow.
And that is trauma that we really need. And also, we have grown with a lot of what we call hyper independence.
Yeah.
Where our parents taught us, you can only depend on yourself. Knowledge is power. And knowledge is outside us. For example, Gerryville homes. What you do, I may not have a lot of knowledge about it. But it is humbling myself to come and say, I need help.
Yeah.
I need you to teach me how to go about this. But we were taught hyper independence. I can do things, and now spiritually speaking, I can do all things through Christ.
Christ who strengthens me.
So those experiences, that is something that we need to overcome.
Okay.
That every financial decision we make, it's very emotional, and therefore we also need to heal from it.
Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is that the best way to overcome this fear is by gaining knowledge, replacing that fear with knowledge.
Exactly.
Okay.
Very, very true. Because when you overcome fear, you replace it with faith.
Wow.
Faith, the word of God says, faith is a substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not yet seen.
That's right.
Meaning, instead of being driven by the trauma and the fear that I had, how about having faith that the people who are investing know something that I do not know? Instead of every time I want to invest, a fear tells me I'll lose my money.
Yeah.
How about I tell myself, this money will come back.
Wow.
In double or triple. How about overcoming the fear and believing in what we call delayed gratification? Yeah, I can wait for this investment to grow. Because you see, trauma says, I need to watch it grow.
Yeah. Actually, you've reminded me the first time I bought shares. I used to look every day. Nione zimefika ngapi? Imeshuka, imepanda. So I learned that's I don't want to lose it, so I keep checking. Yeah.
Very true.
So I can relate to what you're saying. Yeah. So what is so you've spoken about the first thing that is trauma, financial trauma. And yeah, so you've spoken about financial trauma. Which was the second thing that we need to break free from poverty mentality?
It's about changing money identity. You see, we have many high earners who are super broke. We have doctors earning a lot, but they're so broke. We have lawyers who are so broke. You know, we have pastors like me who fear retirement.
Yeah.
You know, we have business owners who are actually unable to rest because spending follows identity. Because when I say I believe I will never have enough, it means I will keep on consuming everything I have.
Wow.
All right? If I believe I don't deserve abundance, what happens? Even opportunities come, I will lose them.
Yeah.
All right? If I believe that I will fail anyway, I will not even try.
Yeah.
All right? The battle is not in the bank. The battle is in the identity. Okay? Yeah. So what we are saying here is change your identity. That's the second thing. You've healed from trauma. Change your identity. You see, right now I'm a woman, right?
Yeah.
I'm a mother and all this. Do I feel like I'm a woman? I don't feel like I know I'm a woman.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with how I feel. That's a fact. Part of my identity is the woman that I am.
Wow.
So until we change the identity of money in our lives, money is not an end, but it is a means to an end. I need to have very healthy relationship with money. And I will need to create an identity with the same money.
Wow.
All right? That money, you're my friend. Yeah. You're not my enemy.
Yeah.
Money, we are doing this together.
Wow.
Money, it's not that I am chasing you, but we are partners.
Wow.
In this investment journey. You see, once my identity changes and wraps around the money, what happens is that my mindset changes.
Yeah.
Therefore, at the end of the day, once my identity changes, it means I will not fear anymore.
Yeah.
I will also know treating myself well.
That's right.
Is okay. And one way of treating myself well beyond going for coffee and probably dressing well or doing this, buying a car, I will also know I can invest.
Wow.
And get a better home.
Yeah.
And get a better house.
Yeah.
Therefore, my identity with the things that I'm buying with this money will inform me to become a better person, a better version of myself.
Wow.
And what I would also say is that there's a lot of scare that comes with owning.
Yeah.
Because most people say, what if I fail?
Right.
What if I lose everything? What if Gerryville homes, what if they're lying to us?
Yeah. Yeah, what if?
Or what if they're telling us we invest in that home and that is the wrong place?
Yeah.
Therefore, fear disguises itself as logic.
Mm-hmm.
There are many people who, when they talk about money, they're very logical. They prefer perfection. Also, what I would say is that perfection becomes procrastination.
Yeah.
Until the perfect time comes.
I'm waiting for the perfect time.
And until I am certain.
Mm-hmm.
And life has nothing to do with certainty. Life is about faith.
That's true.
You see? So that is that thing that we need to do. And something that I've observed over, whether in ministry or even as I do therapy for people in the different, whether it's marital therapy or whatever, I've noticed there's a lot of shame.
Yeah.
Around money matters. Shame. You see, most spouses, because of where they're coming from, there's a lot of shame.
Yeah.
They don't talk about money. They would rather talk about lovey-dovey nonsense.
Yeah. But not about money.
but not about money. Because we carry debt with shame.
Mm-hmm.
If I have a debt anywhere, I don't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because instead of believing that I took this debt to help me, I see it as a place or as a point of shame.
Yeah.
We carry our salaries with shame, our struggles with shame, our success with shame. You notice that shame thrives in silence. And please know that. Shame
thrives in silence.
In silence.
Please expound.
You see, shame teaches us I need to keep quiet about my money.
Yeah.
If I talk about debt, there's shame about that. Therefore, the best thing I need to do is to keep quiet.
Yeah.
And probably, if I come to you and tell you, I have this debt in Equity, in ABSA, or wherever, I don't know what to do, but there's this investment prospect that is before me. You may have ideas of how to navigate this. You may say, fine, you have your debts, but there's this way we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, because of this, the shame that comes with it, many people are trying to heal or to pay up one loan over a long period of time, believing when I'm done with this loan for the next 3 years, then that is when I'm going to do a new investment. And probably there was a way out if you talked that you could have still managed this loan and also gotten another investment and paying it in a certain way.
Wow.
But silence tells you, if I talk about it, people will know I'm struggling.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what has killed many people in matters finance.
The shame.
Yes, the shame that comes with the... But for us to be able to, of course, overcome this is to be able to say, I am going through this. It's not shameful. And sometimes you really need to tell yourself, I'm not the only person in this nation. that has a debt. Even the country has
even
debts.
the country has debts.
Yes. So there's no shame in it. Yes.
Wow.
And there's also what you're talking about steps, huh? Is what is the psychology of renting.
Yeah.
You know? You see, there's nothing wrong with renting. There's nothing wrong.
Right.
But sometimes renting becomes an emotional comfort. All right? And it feels safer to rent than to own. Because to rent, I may be paying 50,000, 20,000, or 100,000, depending on where I am in terms of finances.
Yeah.
It may feel comfortable versus buying property.
Yeah.
The brain tells you that's a huge investment.
Yeah.
Better the devil I know
yeah.
than the angel.
Than the angel I don't
than
know.
the angel I do not know. But psychologically, ownership changes your identity.
Wow.
The moment you buy your first piece of land, there's something in you automatically changes. The moment you are given the key to your first car, there's something that changes forever.
Yeah.
So even in matters renting, the moment you tell yourself, I can own, I can get this property, I can get this home. Now you stop actually thinking in matters monthly.
Yeah.
You start thinking in matters generations.
Wow.
Because whatever I buy today, in terms of maybe if I buy a home, it goes beyond renting.
That's true.
I think about the days I will no longer be in this side of earth. My family will have a property which will be generational. So that is also part of what we really need to encourage ourselves, that we need to start thinking from a point of generations rather than from the point of just paying
rent.
Monthly. What I would love to put across is what we call the Harambee guilt. Oh, this is Kenya for you. You know, our problems are unique in Africa because there's what we call Harambee guilt. The moment you start succeeding, everyone needs your help. Every Harambee.
And now you can't show that you're succeeding.
You see, you cannot drive a nice car and then you tell me you not show up in my Harambee. It changes everything. You're selfish. And that is when you become the daughter or the son of the swell. You know, you really need to do this, you know. Helping family becomes biblical. More biblical than before.
Ever.
You know, what I would say is this. It is one thing to be raised by God, and I really believe in God. But just because you have been raised by God does not mean you become people's rescue plan.
Wow.
Get that?
Yeah.
That's unhealthy. You know, yes, we should be generous, but healthy generous. That's what people don't talk about. I will be generous, but I also need to have boundaries. I need to learn the word no in the Harambee guilt.
Wow.
I always tell Christians, and this is my personal mantra, the most anointed word in planet Earth is the word no. The moment we take this word seriously, that I can tell you no without giving you explanations.
And without feeling guilty.
Yes, I don't owe you any apology over my money, over my decisions. You know, because there are people who will guilty trip you so much. Sometimes learn, okay, I'm not saying you don't help people, But plan wisely. Don't become people's rescue plan. Stepping away to build for self. It is not selfish.
Wow.
It is wisdom.
Wow.
Even Jesus himself, and he's Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He sometimes withdrew from everybody.
From people to just have his own time.
Yes, it is okay
Yeah.
to build alone. The greatest of dreams in matters wealth has a lot to do with you and God as a team, planning, of course, having faith in Him.
Yeah.
But also not, have you ever asked yourself, coming to think of it, it's just an idea that have crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Why was Moses always on the mountain alone?
Yeah.
And
he went for 40 days?
Yes, as much as he was praying and having a conversation with God. Remember when Moses came from the mountain, he came with a very clear pattern of how they were going to build the tabernacle and everything else.
Yeah.
And he came with a pattern from God. What does that tell us?
Wow.
Stepping away to plan
is
godly.
Yeah.
Is godly.
Even planning your money.
Yes, it is very godly. And don't be, there are people, every harambe in the village, you are part of it.
Yeah.
And suppose even you are part of it, you can say, in every month, I'm setting this amount of money because God has helped me to give back to the society through harambes.
Yeah.
But once I have, if for example, if I had said I'm going to give 5,000 by the end of the month to help, if anything else comes after this 5,000, it's okay to say I will not manage another time. It's okay. You see? And also asking ourselves now from all religions, I would just say all, probably most religions.
Yeah.
It is time we also heal and demystify the conversations about wealth. Because there are people who, there's something we call in theology, and said that it's called eisegesis.
Yeah.
Eisegesis says, eisegesis. It says, I read one line of the Bible and run with it.
Yeah.
For example, since I do a lot of marital therapy, let me just use a line. Away from money, just to put something across.
Okay.
God hates divorce. That's a line. But does God hate the divorcee?
That's a good question.
Conversation for another day.
That's a good question.
The same Bible says and about the rich man, the Zacchaeus parable. The Zacchaeus who used to be very poor and went to heaven, and the rich man was crying. If only Zacchaeus could send some water.
Yes,
it brings a very poor man goes to heaven.
Oh,
right.
Yes.
But the rich man
is the one now who is asking for some water
in hell. All right. When we say it is very difficult for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven, it is like a camel going through the hole of a needle.
It's like impossible.
Next to impossible.
Yeah.
But then we read those parts, but we don't also read about the greatest man of all times, Abraham. He was a man of wealth.
Wow.
We don't talk about Isaac, who prospered even in very harsh seasons of life. All right?
Yeah.
We don't talk about Joseph, who managed national wealth as a prime minister. We don't talk about Lydia in the New Testament, who was a businesswoman to a point Paul acknowledged. This woman is good in what she does, Lydia. We don't also talk about, for example, the Proverbs 31 woman, where we only talk about where he takes,
She takes
take
care
care
of
of the
her-
husband, and she do what,
And the
everything is
children.
husband. But we don't read this part in Proverbs that one. He says,
Yeah.
she considers a field
Yes.
and buys
And
it.
buys it. Wow.
She takes the sheep and goes to far lands to bring wealth.
Wow.
All right? So even in religious circles, we really need to think about God from a point of wealth.
Wow.
Of course, this is on a light note that there's as the saying goes that in heaven that he went to build for us mansions, something of the sort.
Yeah. Our Father.
Our Father.
Uh-huh.
Yes. But before, if at all he can build a mansion for me, rooms for me up there.
Yeah. He has rooms for us.
Yes. Even here on earth. It's good to say this now, coming from I'm a psychologist, but at the same time, I serve in the ministry as a reverend, is that God does not condemn wealth. He condemns greed.
Wow.
Okay? Money is a servant, but a horrible boss. Yeah? Meaning, every money I get, it should serve me.
Wow.
But I am the boss over my money, not the other way
Round, yeah.
And money is a wonderful tool. When we have those conversations, even in religious setup, then we are walking towards wealth.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I would say.
Wow. Wow. I think we've been viewing it all wrong.
I believe so.
Especially when it comes to wealth and spirituality. We've been taught to view money as something that is bad, and then later on you realize that you have a very bad relationship with money. And you fear being wealthy, you fear telling people that you are someone, you have something. So there's that guilt that comes with being successful.
And the training of humility.
Yes. Yeah, you over humble yourself.
Yes.
You don't want to talk about your titles. You feel like you have to dim your light in order to not make to be accepted.
And you'd rather you can afford a good meal, as I said, in a nice place. It's not evil to have the best. It's not evil to come to Gerryville homes and buy a home. It's not evil.
It's okay.
It is okay. It's okay for you to own a nice car. It is okay.
Wow.
All right? But I've said, money should not be your boss. You
should be the
manage your money.
Yeah.
Notice the parents who have this mentality. When they raise their children, our children become more like us in many ways. You will notice if you have a daughter, you notice that she would want the things mom has.
Yeah.
I'm a mother of 3 young sons, young men. If I keep on telling them and taking them, I would say this from a point of humility, because I also talk to young people and tell them, let me not mention names because of places. There's some places you always, every time you go that place, you buy fries, 100 bob, and a soda and what. Every time, the possibility is that you'll get a girl. From that very place, or a man from that place. The moment you raise your standard and say, you know what? The very people who go to these high-end places, suppose I walk in and sit there, I will start absorbing the energy of the ground, the energy that says it is possible.
Yes.
All right. But if I tell myself I can only afford a cup of tea, if it kama imeenda sana, if it is, it should be 100.
100 bob.
The moment we start changing that, because for you to be able to go to high end, it will mean you have to take advantage of opportunities to give you the finances.
Yeah. Oh, to be able to
go to these places.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about we just spend money without thinking. But it means giving yourself opportunity of multiplication.
Wow.
Because some places call for you to up your game.
Yeah.
In your finances.
That's true. Wow. That's a very good introduction on poverty mentality. Now, I would like us to dive into creating generational wealth. After you've healed from all that trauma, and you now have a good mindset on money, how do you do the same for how do you create generational wealth for your children so that you can they can learn that from you? You can be now the economist of your generations.
You see, when we talk about creating generational wealth, you said you have to heal faster.
Yeah.
And we don't have to go back there. And also telling ourselves that wealth is not about our bank account. It's about what we carry in the subconscious, that when we put it very, very clearly.
Yeah.
And once we have addressed our generational trauma, it means now we step up, all right?
Yeah.
And take the challenge. You know, open your mind to actually, for example, if it is like what you guys do in terms of the homes that you sell, is stepping out, going to your offices and saying, how can I go about this?
Yeah.
Now that I don't have all this money, where do I start from where I am?
Wow.
All right? It is important to be vulnerable so that you get help.
Wow.
The world has taught us, don't be vulnerable. Vulnerability
weakness
is for the weak people. But vulnerability is saying, they are saying, I need this amount of money, but that is the end game. Suppose there are unwritten rules in that same organization that I could start from a certain place, that I could invest with them. All right? I start a journey. Issue is not getting there.
Wow.
It is about starting. That is what we really, really need to do. You just need to start. If I would ask, I would tell anything, I would say, start. Okay. We need to move from financial survival to emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
I'll put it financial, emotional intelligence, whereby we tell ourselves, these are bills that need to be handled. I will not fear. I will just know what do I do from where I am.
Yeah, what can I do to afford it?
Actually, that is the word. And also telling ourselves that I can overcome scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
All right? Whereby instead of being anxious that there will never be enough, and keeping money in the bank, someone just keeps money in the bank, 2 million. And the joy of
just seeing it there,
seeing this 2 million there, instead of telling yourself, I am not just going to have things that are not helping me. You notice that people who come from a scarcity mindset have a challenge. Because you lacked food when you're growing up, you stock your fridge with things that are not necessary. You see?
Yeah.
Just because you had issues with clothes, every time you pass somewhere, you have to buy, and your wardrobe has clothes that you've not worn for years because you learned. I didn't have clothes.
Wow.
So you see, that is part of scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
I always tell my sons, we will not buy, let's say it's maize flour. If in my house, if two packets of maize flour takes us through the month, because we don't do a lot of ugali, why do I need 4?
Yeah.
You know, why do I need 20 kilos of rice in my house? Whereas I know by the end of the month, I will go and replenish with 2 more.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
that is one of the things that we really need to overcome, the scarcity mindset. And now, as you're talking about generational wealth, and when we overcoming the savior's complex in matters how we relate with money, is that we need to set financial boundaries. All right?
Yeah.
With family and with everyone else in our path. And also financial boundaries is also telling yourself, I can save. I don't have to use everything.
Yeah.
For us to build generational wealth is also talking to people who are knowledgeable.
Yeah.
People come to me because I'm a psychologist.
Yeah.
I deal with mental health and things like that. All right? But myself, when it comes to finances, I'll come to you. I know you're an economist.
Yeah.
I'll come and talk to you, and I will not talk to you from a point of fear that you are lying to me. You got this because that's your game.
Yeah.
Believing in people who have walked before us.
Wow.
We build generational wealth.
Yeah.
And also, choose your association. They say, the saying goes, if you walk with 2 thieves,
you are the third one.
If you walk with 2 poor people, you
become the third one.
Consciously choose people who are wealthy in your life.
Wow.
All right? Welcome that friendship as part of your life. The more you associate with them, the more you will learn how they play their cards.
Right.
You see?
Yeah.
It's a choice.
Wow.
That will also help in building generational wealth. And also, what I would say is normalizing the conversation about money. I've said that people don't talk about money. Their spouse says they will talk about many things.
Except money.
Except money.
Yeah.
And you notice that until you stop accusing your partner and you shift the blame, until you start saying, let us have a shared vision about money. You'll see a husband talking with friends and financiers about money and how they are going to grow money, but not talking with their spouse.
Yeah.
So, of course, let me use him. If it's my husband, my Getongo, today, if he goes and learns about these things and he starts investing and he's not training me so that we have a shared vision, when that money comes in the family, I'll destroy it.
Yeah. You don't know how to manage it.
I don't know how to manage it.
Yeah.
And we will also fight about things that should not be fought about. Because if you brought me in the vision, if the financial, growth is not one-sided, it is a shared vision.
Yeah.
What happens? Every small thing I do or the big thing, it is towards the vision.
Yeah.
So I will not be part of his sabotage, but I will be part of us growing together.
Yeah.
Or better still, if there's nothing I'm bringing to that growth, at least I can be in his cheering squad.
Yeah.
That is how we are going to build generational wealth, but also above everything else, daring. Daring to believe that you can have more.
Wow.
Daring to believe you can have your own home instead of renting.
Wow.
Daring, for those of us who fear loans.
You're looking at me.
You know, there are people who fear loans. I used to be there. I used to wonder, how do people get all these things?
Yeah.
And you wonder the amount of money you are getting. For example, young girl, if you want to buy a house, 20 million, let's not lie to each other.
Yeah.
Your salary will not help.
Yeah, might not help.
But probably, if you take a loan, not for consumption, but for growth, you realize that you've been able to pay the loan and also acquire another property.
Yeah.
So it is about daring to venture in the deep waters.
Wow.
Yes.
Ooh. Thank you so much, Reverend Jane.
Welcome.
I will dare. I will dare to believe that I can be more. I can have more. Yes.
Very true.
In case someone was listening and found that they have either poverty mentality or financial trauma, how can they be able to reach you?
Thank you. For anybody to reach out to me, you can reach out through echoesofliberty.co.ke. That's the website. You can also reach out to me through TikTok as Reverend Jane G, also in Facebook as Jane Gitongo, and also in Instagram. You can always reach out to me. At the same time, I have a therapy office along Gesha Road, that is immediately after Westlands. If you can reach out, if you're going through any issue, mental health issues, whether it's what she has talked about, financial trauma, or marriage issues, or anything that needs professional therapy, please reach out and we will walk the journey together.
If you are looking to start your journey into building and creating generational wealth, you can reach out to us, Gerryville Homes, and we will be able to walk you through our investment properties. If this podcast was helpful to you, you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and you can like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.